Well, thank you so much. The Louisiana Supreme Court heard a case today that could have a huge impact on hundreds of child sex abuse claims and how much the Archdiocese of New Orleans has to pay victims in its bankruptcy. WWL investigator David Hammer has been reporting on these cases for years now. He was at the Supreme Court today, joining us now in studio with more details. David.
Yeah, Charisse, the Supreme Court heard arguments today in a case filed by a sex abuse victim against the Diocese of Lafayette. But the court's ruling will have an even bigger impact here in the Archdiocese of New Orleans. The Lafayette Diocese is challenging the constitutionality of something called a look-back window. That's a 2021 state law which gave victims of child abuse 3 years to file a lawsuit no matter how long ago the abuse occurred. Our cameras were allowed in the courtroom for today's arguments. First, the diocese argued the look-back window violates the Constitution by taking away its vested right to not be sued after a legal deadline had passed. But then the victim's lawyer argued that the state legislature did this to help victims who often don't speak out for decades. Now take a listen.
The plaintiffs in this case, all 6 of them, say the apple fell out of the tree and hit them on the head, and they remembered something in the 1970s that they never remembered before. Oh, and they remembered it just in time or within a period of time to file a lawsuit.
The legislature came in and did this remarkable thing in a very conservative legislature, something that maybe they've never done before. They came in and they said, we're going to do this unbelievable thing, and we're doing it because of the uniqueness of the harm.
Now, the stakes couldn't be higher here. If the Supreme Court upholds the look-back window, it could force the New Orleans Archdiocese to pay hundreds of millions of dollars to settle about 500 abuse claims. But if the court finds a 2021 law unconstitutional, the church would probably be able to settle those claims for pennies on the dollar. Charisse?
All right, David, thank you so much for that.